Hey guys, is it just me, or can we all agree that Tiffany Henyard probably always fantasized about becoming her own version of Miranda Priestley from The Devil Wears Prada? You know, Miranda was like this regal figure. Everyone's seen the movie, at least most of us have. You know, she was feared for her high standards and impossible demands. But instead of an elegant office stocked with couture, Tiffany has found herself wearing Amazon basics and scratching and clawing for her job back. Hey, and if you're scratching your heads wondering why Tiffany's getting the devil wears Prada treatment, it's simple. The job's gone to her head. And now she's acting like a wannabe reality TV star. Just ask the older gentleman who said as much at one of the board meetings. And he's not wrong. He said, I think Tiffany thinks that she's a reality TV star. Guys, I'm telling you, I believe him. He's absolutely correct. He is spot on. Tiffany, in her head, guys, she's famous. And she is famous, but not for the reasons that she thinks that she is. Listen, guys, I don't have any issues with Amazon Basics. It's perfectly fine by me. But let's be real, dropping $40,000 on Amazon in one single day and no one actually knows what you purchased, that has gone from practical to downright puzzling. And if you add in the pitiful attempts at intimidation, the way Tiffany deals with people, with every furious outburst, Tiffany never became Miranda Priestley, but something altogether different. A queen of the ordinary, a tyrant of the trivial, proving that even in a world of budget basics, she still tries to rule with an iron fist in the world where she thinks that she's untouchable. And to be honest, guys, the whole Amazon $40,000 in a day thing is overdone, right? We're done with that. And I honestly had not even planned on bringing up the Amazon bill, but it's hard not to get that Amazon dress that she wore out of my head. Now, y'all know that Cooking with Frank found a dress on Amazon. It was the exact dress that Tiffany was wearing during one of the meetings. Like, I don't have no problem with that. Like I said earlier, the dress is kind of cute. I think Tiffany made the dress cute, but that's my point, guys. Where's all these dresses coming from? Did she buy them off Amazon with the $40,000? I don't know, y'all. All I'm saying is it leaves people wondering, how this money just disappeared and no one's talking about where it is. I love Cooking with Frank, guys. And not that kind of love. Get your minds out the gutter. Like, okay, your girl over here is married, been married forever. All right. Listen, that's not what I'm talking about. I like his content. I like how his personality comes through. And I like the fact that he's uninhibited, right? And then with all of that being said, it's still informative. Like, everyone has their own style, and I just love it. Okay, that's just a sidebar. Listen, guys, I'm just saying, Tiffany's actions seem like they're coming from a completely different planet, and her circle isn't any closer to Earth. Like, she's going to play the illegal left off the ballot card. You know what? If she's going to do that, then she had better realize that people will not ignore the many foul balls that she's pitched almost every single time she shows up to a board meeting. So, what does all of this mean, guys? All I'm saying is this: Tiffany, since it's fair to say that an even swap ain't no swindle, how about you give us some straight answers first? Only then can folks start to consider your claims of voter suppression or believe that you're a victim in this ballot fiasco. The bottom line is people want to know. So, since you're showing up and doing press conferences without counsel, might I add, which isn't very smart, Tiffany, but answer these questions for us, okay? The people want to know. First of all, why did the local barber never get his permit? He was left to stew in this bureaucratic limbo. Why was Fania Dukes fired after reporting an assault, as if her courage to speak out meant forfeiting her job? Why did you lock residents out at your whim, playing gatekeeper to the very people you claim to serve? Why neglect public records requests, treating transparency like an annoying fly that you would rather swat away than address? Why order $19,000 in banners and then leave the vendors unpaid, turning civic pride into a financial black eye? Why hire Keith Freeman despite his questionable background, only to ditch him when he might have cooperated with the trustees? Why hand out unqualified, unapproved appointments, ignoring the checks and balances built into the governance? Why waltz into board meetings late without explanation, as if everyone's time is a cheap commodity on your personal shelf? Why surround yourself with associates who either run afoul of the law or seem ready, turning your inner circle into a rogue gallery? And why does a $30 dinner magically morphs into a $150 bill when it's charged to taxpayers, as if civic duty includes a markup for your taste? And why sign a contract that sinks public funds into luxury SUVs with a jaw-dropping 38% interest rate, treating public money like it's monopoly cash? Why deploy police officers as your private detail, handing them six-figure paydays like party spoils? And speaking of six figures, Tiffany, what exactly does your boyfriend do to merit that kind of taxpayer finance paycheck, girl? That's just a few questions. There are many more. Now, here's the thing. These aren't trivial inquiries or petty gripes, Tiffany. They're the collective echo of a community demanding accountability. If you want to lament being removed from the ballot as illegal, start by explaining how these actions square with the law, ethics, and basic respect for the people you serve. Show the math, Tiffany. Produce the receipts that you say you have. Own up to the deals. Only then can you credibly insist that you deserve a second look, a fair hearing, or another shot at the ballot. Until then, Tiffany, people are stuck wondering, where's the justice beneath all these Amazon basic boxes? And as always, guys, thank you for tuning in to Southern Confidential for more on this crazy story. This story is crazy, guys. I'm telling you, this Tiffany Henyard story has dominated the headlines in a lot of ways, but I also think too that people are being desensitized to it as well, and they just want to see Tiffany and her crew thrown in prison. That's what I think. Okay, but of course she's entitled to due process, and that's a whole nother story, the whole FBI probe and all of that. But for more on this developing fiasco and all things true crime, don't forget to like the video. And if you haven't already, subscribe, guys. Hit the notification bell so you'll get all of the notifications when we post. And I will see you next time.